What's up, everybody? I'm Flash. This is One Man's Opinion, the show where we cover just about everything. And today, we've got a recommended epic rap battle. Got recommended on my last epic rap battle reaction. Today, we've got Ketchum versus Charles Darwin. I'm looking forward to this one. We're going to get right into it with no hesitations today.
Charles Darwin!
I mean, as far as Ketchums go, as far as like a live action Ash, that's pretty good.
Darwin wants to battle, doesn't seem like a fight, but this should be fun. I get to catch the ghost high, got the highest beat stats, drop raps, lightning fast. Open my pockets and go on your ass, cause I'm Ash.
Okay, hold up. The animation in this one is wild. Like, I know it's not really breaking down the bars yet, but just looking at the different stuff that they're playing around with at the beginning of this battle is a lot of fun. I'm a Gen 1 guy. I played Pokemon when I was a kid. I don't really know much about it past the first generation of Pokemon, but this right here really brings back some cool memories. I like this, the beginning, doesn't seem like a fight, he says, and he's got that opener right there when you first go into the fight in the old games. This is kind of how the setup looks, so this is really, really cool. And I like that Ash has the Pokeball here and Charles has a monkey right here. That's pretty funny in itself. And then just like the transitions, the anime kind of style transitions from one scene to the next, and then you have a moment where Ash becomes animated just for a second, kind of his eye there, and looks like himself. It's all really, really dope stuff. It seems like ERB really had a lot of fun with the animation, with the post-production in this one. It's pretty awesome. And all he says right there as far as punches goes is, this should be fun. I've yet to catch a ghost type. Charles Darwin being, dead. So, high speed stat. And then the cool Charizard cameo right there. I like that a lot. So this is a lot of fun. I mean, he hasn't really... I mean, the ghost type punch was fine or whatever. But as far as just like a fun rap battle goes, this is a blast. It's really cool.
Open my pockets and go on your ass, 'cause I'm Ash, and that's A to the shush. I don't care how many beetles and butterflies you score. Earthworms can't beat these magical beasties. Your shit-talking mouth is the origin of feces.
Okay, all right. I don't mind that too much. I don't care for the A to the shush. I don't know what you call those top bars in rap, but they always kind of make me cringe a little bit. So he says,
A to the shush.
I'm Ash, that's A to the shush, because that's how you spell Ash, and he's also telling him to, be quiet. So it's fine.
I don't care how many beetles and butterflies you score. Earthworms can't beat these magical beasties. Your shit-talking mouth is the origin of feces.
Okay, so then we got to take a shot at his book, The Origin of Species, which I think is a really smart way to go in this rap battle. He says, I don't care how many beetles and butterflies you squish. So talking about, Charles Darwin's dissection of different animals and gathering what would become the theory of evolution. So, pretty good stuff right there. It's smart at the very least. I wouldn't say there's any devastating punches here, but hey, he's jabbing a little bit. He's jabbing.
This is the origin of feces. We got candy wraps, Reese's Pieces. In this ecosystem, I'm the dominant species. When
Okay,
it's time to train,
I like that.
turn
I like
to
that.
Pikachu. But when I need a weak verse, I choose you.
That's pretty good. And look, again, I know I'm getting caught up in the background a lot, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on in the background of this one, different Pokemon. I also saw Team Rocket there for a second, and Pikachu gave him a little zap. So that's really cool. I mean, a callback to that early animation, that early cartoon back in the day.
System, I'm the dominant species.
I like that bar a lot where he says, in this ecosystem, I'm the dominant species. Obviously, a callback to kind of a natural selection type thing, and he's saying in a rap battle, I'm the dominant species. So that's I actually like that one quite a bit. That's pretty smart.
Time to train, I turn to Pikachu. But when I need a weak verse, I choose you.
And then right there at the end, when it's time to train, I choose Pikachu. But when I need a weak verse, I choose you. Playing off of Ash's iconic I choose you catchphrase there from the cartoon. So pretty good. Not a great round. I wouldn't go crazy over it or anything. Some pretty solid jabs. Landed a decent punch there. I really like the origin of species and the dominant species, the origin of feces, I'm sorry, and dominant species bars. Those were both pretty good. So let's see what Darwin's got.
Hello there, welcome to a world called Earth, where actual minds do groundbreaking work. If you're looking for the fittest, I'm the natural selection.
Okay.
You're so ineffective, you couldn't even turn a left.
Oh, Okay, all right. No. Charles is he's not playing. He's not playing this child's game right now. He came out for real. And the more I think about that last bar, the crazier it is. I'm kind of having like a delayed reaction to it, honestly, and I'll explain why. But let's open it up right here. I like the juxtaposition here, going from the cartoon world of Pokemon into Charles Darwin, who's very in this real setting right here with the ship in the background on the dock here.
On Earth, where actual minds do groundbreaking work. If you're looking for the fittest, I'm the natural selection.
Okay, kind of a rebuttal there. If you're looking for the fittest, I'm the natural selection. So he, kind of a rebuttal to him saying that he's the dominant species. Charles Darwin says, if you're looking for the fittest, I'm the natural selection. Though I got to admit, seeing this old timer, kind of make a pose like that, he doesn't seem like the natural selection when talking about the fittest. But, this is the one after this, though, that is crazy to me.
You're so ineffective, you couldn't even turn 11.
So he says, you're so ineffective, you couldn't even turn 11, which on its face seems like a decent punch because Ash is the same age in all the games. But I remember, years ago, there was this theory on the internet that Ash was actually a child in a coma who had, some sort of, horrible disease, and everything was happening in his mind right before he dies. And so the whole Pokemon world is just him in a fantasy world in a coma right before he passes away, which makes that bar way darker than it had any right to be, that he was so ineffective he couldn't even turn 11 because he's dead. Which, if that, I don't know if that's what they intended or not, but I'm going to take it that way because that's the way it hit me. So, as far as strongest punches go, Charles coming out the gate, just knocking him out cold right there. That is nasty.
Natural selection, you're so ineffective, you couldn't even turn 11. It's just not hard hitting enough.
Okay.
You're soft like a Jigglypuff. You got no game, boy, so you'll get the room quick. A real ash pack, a much better boomstick.
Okay, all right. Hold up, let's break that down.
It's just not hard hitting enough. Kid stuff, you're soft like a Jigglypuff.
Okay, what you spit's just not hard hitting enough. It's kid stuff. You're soft like a Jigglypuff. First of all, Darwin's got a rhyme scheme cooking right here that I'm really here for. But you're soft like a Jigglypuff, that's fine. It's kind of coming back down to Ash's level a little bit. He said it's kid stuff. You're soft like a Jigglypuff, and you could even take that as saying all of his whole verse, all of his disses was kid stuff, and then he kind of plays around with that idea by hitting him with a similar type jab that Ash was using, right? You're soft like a Jigglypuff is like a kid's schoolyard bully kind of bar that he threw. It's not like a heavy, hard-hitting diss like he was dishing at him a second ago. And so if you look at it that way, I think it hits even a little bit harder. And it just depends on how deep you want to take these bars coming from Darwin. For me, he's doing a lot.
You got no Game Boy, so you'll get the broom quick.
I like that a lot. You got no Game Boy, so you'll get the broom quick. Obviously, a play on Game Boy.
Real Ash packs a much bigger boomstick.
And then the real Ash packs a much bigger boomstick is a reference to Ash from Evil Dead. I almost said Ash versus Evil Dead. Same thing. TV show that spun off of the originals. But how come they haven't used Ash in a rap battle? I just got to say, Epic Lloyd looking good as Ash right there. Ash Williams, but that's neither here nor there. It's pretty good. It's not a hard landing lick in my opinion. It's fine. We'll keep moving.
A masterful naturalist. What a glimpse without class on the crap on your laughable list.
Woo!
Search reverse the first word to the church. You measure your worth by the sales of your merch.
Hold up. One more time? I'm not even sure what all he said.
I'm a masterful naturalist. What a glimpse without class on the crap.
What I've glimpsed will outclass all the crap on your laughable list. Dude, the rhyme scheme? And then, think what he's saying right there. He's saying, your little Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all list that you're scratching off is nothing compared to the things that I've seen in my travels, the things that I've learned by studying animals and nature. That hits hard, and he packs it in with this crazy rhyme scheme that I think does a lot for him. Dude, Charles has dominated the opening round.
My research reverse the first word to the church. You measure your worth by the sales of your merch.
And that goes hard right there too. Hold up, one more time.
My research reversed the first word to the church.
My research reversed the first words of the church? That's a crazy flex. Charles Darwin versus the Catholic Church right there. That is crazy.
You measure your worth by the sales of your merch.
I mean, when you put it that way, versus the sales of your merch. Now, look, don't get it twisted. Pokemon has made billions since it came out. I mean, late 80s, early 90s? I think it was right at the beginning of the 90s where Pokemon really started coming onto the scene, at least in the U.S. And so, I mean, they've made a lot of money. But when you stack that up against, a confrontation with the church and having to make them kind of backpedal a little bit, that's a crazy flex.
Yo,
Easy win right there. Charles Darwin, first round, easy win.
real quick, this dude spent 8 years studying barnacle dick. Kick it. You think I'm impressed by your boat trip?
Okay, Ash trying to play to the crowd a little bit. He's trying to win back the crowd right there a little bit because he knows he got roasted in that first round. He knows he's fighting a losing battle right now. But I like that he stopped. He turned off he dropped the beat a little bit. He dropped the beat right there and just had a word with the audience a little bit. Trying to take, it's a really good inflation tactic, right? Charles Darwin really cooked him in that first round. So he's got to take some of that pressure off. So he kind of stops the track, talks to the crowd a little bit, gets them laughing, and all of a sudden it don't seem so bad what happened last round. It's smart play right there by Ash.
This dude spent 8 years studying barnacle dick.
A dude who's used to battles knows how to fight from behind right there, Ash Ketchum. Used to being behind in a fight. He said, I can flip this thing around yet. So let's see what he's got.
Kick it. You think I'm impressed by your boat trip? Please. You're the most annoying thing on a bagel since Flea. You're a glitchy old man, best left.
Okay, he says, you think I'm impressed by your boat trip, please?
Boat trip, please. You're the most annoying thing on a bagel since Flea.
You're the most annoying thing on a beagle since fleas. What does he mean on a beagle? Was the name of the boat like... I don't know what that means. I'm missing that one for sure. You're going to have to help me out in the comments below. The most annoying thing on a beagle since fleas. Yep, that one's over my head. Help me out in the comments below. Don't know it.
You're a glitchy old man, best left that I see. Set sail and Galapagos, suck on D.
I mean, look, he's not going to win. I'm assuming this is only, 2 rounds apiece. He didn't say anything there that was crazy. It was funny. ERB always pulling out the D's jokes, but it's not. This is nothing. You're a glitchy old man, best left out at sea. It makes a reference to the Galapagos Islands, but I just didn't bring this one home for me. And maybe that Beagle bar is crazy. Maybe that's a solid reference I'm missing right there that changes the whole nature of this battle. I don't know. But unless that is something nuts, Darwin would have to insult himself on the second verse to lose this. I just don't see it. Oh!
Make me sick when I battle a foe from so simple a
beginning.
I'm not Charles Sheen, but I am Darwin.
Man, if that's true.
Oh, he's got another verse. Oh, somebody throw in the towel. Ash, you don't need another verse, bro. No way. Charles Darwin's second verse was crazy.
Look, Mighty Morphin Michael.
He called him Mighty Morphin Michael Vick because Michael Vick fought dogs, and he's saying that Ash catches Pokemon and makes them kill each other. That is great. Holy cow.
Your animated slave fights make me sick.
Animated slave fights make me sick? Get at... No, sir. No, Ash, you got no shot. Don't even do the third verse. Don't do it.
From so simple a beginning, I'm not Charles Sheen, but I am Darwin.
And then he just flexes at the end. He knows he's winning, and so he says, I'm not Charles Sheen, but I am Darwinning. The play on his name versus Charlie Sheen, who said, winning, that whole interview, I got tiger blood in my veins. But this is child abuse is what this is. Charles Darwin is beating this poor innocent child.
If that's true, then nature is cruel. Cause the only thing you're winning is your cousin's gene pool.
Oh! Where was that? Where was that at the beginning of the battle, Ash? Oh, I didn't think we were gonna get there. I didn't think we were going to get there, and judging by what I can see, it's about to get even crazier. He said, man, if that's true, then nature is cruel, because the only thing you're winning is your cousin's gene pool. Who recommended this? Who recommended this in my comments? You're banned. Get out of here. I don't want to see. No, I love it. This is phenomenal. I still don't think he can win. Let's be clear. But that's how you start. I mean, that's how you start.
It's true, the nature is cruel. Because the only thing you're winning is your cousin's gene pool. You lost 3 children while they were still small.
Oh.
Scarlet fever. Gotta catch 'em all.
No! 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 He can't say that. He might have. Could he have come back? Could he have come back? You lost 3 children while they were still small. What did he say? TB and scarlet fever. Gotta catch 'em all. I don't know what to do with that. Who told me? I know I've seen this before. I don't remember this being like this. Who?
Cousin's gene pool. You lost 3 children while they were still small. TB and scarlet fever. Gotta catch 'em all.
TB and scarlet fever. Gotta catch 'em all. The play on gotta catch 'em all to the catching the disease. It's not right. It's not right. But Ash, he gave himself a chance. He gave himself, I ain't going to lie, that third verse was nuts. He had 2 bars in that third verse to change the face of this whole match. And I think he might have done it. Let's see. Charles can still win it. Let's not get carried away. Charles has got a verse. And he's been going crazy. So let's just see. Okay. Oh, okay. It took me a second on that one. I'm not going to lie. He said it took millions of years for man to evolve. Now they're hunched over cell phones playing with your Pokeballs. He didn't say Pokeballs, but he said, you know what he said. So that's pretty good, but it's more of a diss on the state of man than Ash himself. Like, he's kind of blaming Ash for it, but if it wasn't Pokemon, let's face it, they'd be doing, Temple Run or something. I don't know. I'm old. Subway Surfers. I don't know what people do on their cell phones anymore, but you get what I'm saying.
It's years for mankind to evolve. Now they're hunched over cell phones playing with your balls.
It's pretty funny.
Hard losing my daughters and their brother, as hard as the wood that oak gave your mother.
Oh, Charles clinched it. He clinched it. The oak, the wood, your mother, Professor Oak, the wood. Oh. That had no right. This has no right being a 20-minute video. But there was so much from the animation to the bars, the disses. I had no idea this one was as crazy as it was. This one completely missed me. Like, was not on my radar for one of the better ERBs. But honestly, one of the best ones that I've reacted to, I feel like, in a while. That was wild. Ash tried to fight back toward the end. I don't think he made up enough ground. It was a crazy attempt at a third verse. Like, wild Hail Mary play for a touchdown right at the end of the ball game, but it just wasn't enough. He didn't quite get the 2-point conversion. He didn't tie up the ball game. Charles Darwin's defense at the end just shut him down. That Professor Oak bar, are you kidding me? Darwin was just too strong throughout. And even though Ash gave his best effort there at the end, it just wasn't enough. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Maybe the Beagle verse now, looking back, maybe that Beagle bar was something nuts that in your mind might have put Ash over. You'll have to let me know about it in the comments below because I don't know. Right now I'm sitting with Charles Darwin. That's where I got to go. Let me hear it in the comments below what you guys thought about this one. I'm getting out of here. Leave your recommendations for other ERBs down in the comments below or anything else you want me to react to. This has been One Man's Opinion. Thanks.